Okay, good morning to all of you.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Okay, you can
Good
switch
morning,
the
sir.
videos, keep your videos on, and keep your mics off. And when I tell you to, when I ask you some questions, you can switch it on and speak. Okay. So we are studying about the objectives of management or objectives of business. And the next topic that we have to study is about the multiple objectives of a business. Okay. So business has, in the previous class, we have studied that there was the main objective of business is to earn profit. And we also see that earning profit is not the only objective of business, but there are some other objectives also. Okay. So now we are going to see what are these multiple objectives. So different objectives are there. Okay. So for every kind of activity that we are performing, we can say that there are multiple objectives are there. Okay. So objectives are needed in every area that influence the survival and prosperity of business. Since a business has to balance a number of needs and goals, it requires multiple objectives. It cannot follow only one objective and expect to achieve excellence. Objectives has to be specific in every area and sphere of business. For example, sales targets has to be set. The amount of capital to be raised has to be estimated, and the target number of units to be produced needs to be defined. So there are different types of objectives are there. Okay, so in our life too, we have different kinds of objectives are there. So if I ask you, what is the purpose of your studies, or why do you study? So many of you say different kinds of objectives. So the main purpose of your studies is to get education or get knowledge. Okay, that is the main thing. And getting, and in a future concept, if you consider about a long run, we can say that it is for the purpose of getting a job. Okay, and the purpose of getting a job is to earn your livelihood. So earn money. We can say for a timing or for a long objective or for a longer duration, this is the purpose. But see, there are also different types of purposes are there. See, like being a better person, it is can be an objective. Okay, increasing your percentage of mark, like you are in 11th class now, so studying the 11th and 12th class and scoring a very good mark, that will be a objective. Okay, or the goal of your this one. And becoming a particular person, like becoming a businessman or becoming a manager of a company, or such kind of goals are there. Okay, so some are interested in becoming like a CA, going for CA and studying that, or so these are the different objectives are there. Okay, and living a happy life along with these kinds of objectives, you should have also keep in mind living a happy life. This should be also as an objective of your life. Okay, so being happy. So if you want to live a happy life, what is the first thing that you have to do is that be happy. Okay, be happy ourselves. So we have to be happy, then the things which comes into our life also will be happy. So you can be that, and going through in that context, we will be able to be successful in our life. So being happy, so you have to face the things, whatever may be coming into our life. We have to accept these things as opportunities. Okay, and we have to consider the things in a positive manner. Okay, if we consider things like that, then we can be successful in our life. Okay, so being successful, being famous and recognized by others, getting the interest of other people, making more friends. So many objectives are there. Different people are having different type of objectives. So in our personal life, if I ask you what is your purpose, some people are interested in getting friendship. So more friendship. You want to have more friends. Like you are having like a Facebook is there. So making some 10,000 friends in your friends list, or 1,000 friends in your friends list, or making like WhatsApp groups many groups you make and make friendship, or Instagram having many followers, Twitter making many followers. All these type of things are considered. Some people they consider these are the objectives. Okay, so there depends on different people. So the main motive is to be, see, like we can say that being happy or living a happy life. That must be the main objective of our life. Okay, so in the same way, in the for a business, the main purpose of the business is to earn profit, and simply earning profit is not only the objective of a business, but there are so many other objectives also. Okay, so see, like a sales target. So imagine that's like if the business is running, and in this month we see, like last month we have produced or we have sold 800 products. Okay, and this month our target will be to increase this production to 1,000 products. So in the last month we have sold 800 products. In this month, our target or our objective of this month is to produce and sell 1,000 products. So you have to make a sales target. So our business needs to have a sales target. And the amount of capital to be raised to be estimated, and the target number of units to be produced needs to be identified. So if 1,000 units of products has to be produced, 1,000 units of products has to be sold in a year or in a month, so we have to calculate how many products has to be produced in a day. Okay, so it depends on the work. So in the production unit, how much work has to be completed. So all these type of things has to be considered. Okay, the objectives is defined in concrete terms what business is going to do. So clearly the objectives clearly specify what the business is planning to do, or what the business is going to do. Okay, in this month, so this year, as we have told that the target of this target sales are 1,000 units of product. So we have to sell 1,000 product. If we have to sell 1,000 product, we have to find the customers, we have to promote the product. First we have to produce the product. So production has to be completed, and the quality of the product has to be increased. Produce the product in such a way that it will be according to the demand of the customers, or according to the market demand. So, or other companies are there, so we have to understand what other companies are producing, and what better qualities we can give to them. So if the same quality of other companies if we are providing, people may not be much interested to purchase our product. So we should provide a better quality product than that the other companies are providing. Then only our product will be sold more. So there, these kinds of things have to be taken into consideration. Objective also enable the business to analyze their own performance and take steps as necessary to improve their performance in future. So it is also, see, as I have told you, like we have made the target of 1,000 units, and at the end of the month, so we have made a target as 1,000 units. But as far as concerned, how many products we have, could produce only 900 products. So it means that we could not achieve the target. So we have made a target, but we could not achieve. But it is almost near to the target. So there is slight improvement. In the last month we have sold 800 product. This month we have sold 900 product, and our target was set as 1,000. But we could not achieve the target. But also we could reach up to the near. So just 900 products we reached. So we can understand how is our performance, what is the problems that we are facing. All this kind of things can be understood. Okay, objectives are needed in every area where performance and results affect the survival and prosperity of business. Some of these areas are described as follows. So there are different areas or different types of objectives are there. So we are going to understand what are these. So these are called as the multiple objectives of business. So all these objectives a business has to achieve. Okay, multiple objectives are there. Multiple means more in number, so large number of objectives, many objectives. Okay, and each and every objective the business has to give concentration. Okay, so let us discuss what are these multiple objectives. The first one is market standing. Okay, market standing refers to the position of an enterprise in relation to its competitors. A business enterprise must aim at a standing on a stronger footing in terms of offering competitive products to its customers and serving them to their satisfaction. So market standing means that the position of a company in the market. Okay, so there are different companies. If you consider about mobile, okay, so like now if you say Xiaomi Mi is the leading brand in India, which is there in the topmost position. So top position, reaching to the topmost position, you know. So what is our position? So imagine that's like if we are, if you consider about a laptop, so Dell is in the topmost position. If you consider about automobile industry, Tata Motors is the topmost position, automobile industry altogether. If you consider only about cars, we can say Maruti is in the topmost position. If you consider about a grocery kind of products, Adani Group is in the topmost position. If you consider about petroleum or this type of products, Reliance Industries in the topmost position. So there are so many companies who are in the topmost position in a different point of view or different angles of their business. Is you know, so these position will change. You know, always they cannot be topmost. So if, as I have told you earlier, Nokia was one time the leading company in India. Okay, so Nokia was in the topmost position, and they never thought that they will lose their position, because out of 100 products, 80 products were in their hand. Means 80% of the market share was in their mobile industry. Means if 100 people are using mobile phone, out of that 80 of them are using Nokia mobile phone. That was the situation. But now if you consider, if there are 100 people using mobile phone, in that 1 or 2 only are using Nokia mobile phones. You know, so number of people using Nokia mobile phone has drastically gone down. Okay, so this is the situation. So one company which is on the topmost position cannot stand in that position for a longer duration. So there are competitors. You know, so all the companies are there, all the brands are there. If you consider about Parle-G, it is a biscuit brand, and we can say Parle-G, they are having so many other products are there. Parle-G, and Parle is a company which is producing Parle-G biscuit. So when we were small, at that time also this product was there, and only this Parle-G biscuit was available in the market. Okay, we were purchasing, because if you go to the shop and ask for a product, a biscuit, they will give only Parle-G, because there are no any competing companies. But now if you go to a bakery, you will get confused to which biscuit to purchase, because there are hundreds of biscuits. You know, there's so many brands are there, and different shapes, different colors. But even after having these many number of brands, the company called Parle-G still remain in the market. You know, still it is available. Even they have not much changed their taste or changed their shape. Anything they have not changed. They are remaining as it is, how they were there. In the same way they are being in the market, but still they are standing in the market. So this is the purpose of, or this is the attitude, the purpose of every business. Every company wants to be in their position, in a particular position in the market. So they should have a particular stand. You know, so we should be there in the market, and it should be there for a longer period. Okay, not that you do come into the market one day and disappear. Tata company, if you consider, Maruti, if you consider, all these type of companies are there from many years. They have been in the market and they're still running. You know, so they are providing better quality product. They give satisfaction to the customer. So this satisfaction will be making the company to stand in the market. So market standing is one of the most important objective of a business. So we have to be in the market, and we should be in a higher position. There may not be on the topmost position, but at least top 5 or top 10 position it should be there. So we have to be in the top position, and then only we will be able to continue. So whatever, every business wants to be in the market for a longer duration. So this objective is called as a market standing, being in the market for a longer period and being in a higher position. Okay, so what is the position that the company is having? That shows about the performance of the company. So if a company is stable in the market, if they are running in the company the market for a longer duration, it is clearly understood that these businesses are doing a very nice business. So they are giving, they are satisfying the customers. The customers are happy with this product. You know, there are people, those who purchase once. Imagine that's like if you purchase one product, just to consider like you are purchasing in Namkeen, okay, your Haldirams, okay. So you are purchasing a namkeen from the brand of Haldirams. You used it once, so you have it. So you felt it very nice. Okay. So what happens is that next time when you go to the market for purchasing namkeen, you will again purchase it, even though the price of this product is comparatively little higher than the other product, but the quality that they are providing is better. Imagine that if a guest is coming to your house, okay, and you are supposed to give them tea and all. So you are giving tea and you are giving this Haldiram's namkeen, you are giving along with that. Okay. So when you give it, so then they are having it and they felt, very nice. It is very nice. And they felt happy. So it creates a closer in your relationship with that person. So he felt that they gave a branded or a good quality namkeen. Okay, so or we get a very nice relationship there. So and they will also start pricing about that. So you felt very nice, So when they came to your house, they gave he gave a very nice product. So it gives a good impression, So it will increase your reputation as well as the company's reputation. So next time you will be forced to purchase this one, and you will also recommend. So the guest who has come, then they will eat this one and they felt that this is very nice namkeen, and which company's namkeen it is. Then you will say that it is belonging to Haldiram's. Then I will also purchase that. So that person also will start purchasing it, and in his house there will be some other guest coming. So at that time, he will also be sharing with it to another. So then such a way, the number of people, those who are using, will be increasing. So that is the technique that we have to use in the business. So market standing is the first and the foremost objective. Then second one is innovation. Innovation is the introduction of new ideas or methods in the way something is done or made. There are two kinds of innovations in every business: innovation in product or services, and innovation in various skills and activities needed to supply products and services. No business enterprise can flourish in a competitive world without innovation. Therefore, innovation becomes an important objective. Another important objective of a business is to have innovation. Do you know what is innovation? Anybody can say what is innovation? All are disappearing. So please keep your cameras on, videos on. Only one person is there visible. Everybody is watching. All of you, please keep your videos on. And can anybody say what is innovation? What is your idea? Pardon?
The network problem is here. That's why not on.
Okay. So you cannot see me.
I can see if I'm on. I'm lifting the class. That's why I'm not opening.
Okay.
Sir, we can see you, but your voice is not clear.
Voice is not coming.
Yes, sir.
It may be because of the network problem. Here in my area, network is strong, but I don't know whether
Yes, sir. Now also your voice is not coming, sir. You talked. Network, yes.
My signal strength is very high. There's no problem.
Sir, my network is so too slow now, so that
Innovation means new ideas.
Okay, so innovation means bringing something new. Okay, so any change in the or any newness, So we need, like if you are going, like imagine earlier when you consider when we were small, there was mobile phones. There were in the beginning, there was no mobile phone also. Okay, first there was only land phones were there, and the land phones you might have seen in movies and all. It was like a circle. Numbers were printed like a circle. Okay, and if a zero is there, then you have to ring it and keep it this side. Then it will leave. Then it will come back again. The next number. Then it will go back again another number. This was the method that they were ringing. So there was no any automatic dialing or saving option, and was not there. You have to dial the number, and if one number has to be dialed, like if you are pressing on 9, then it has to be to the last moment, you have to bring it and it has to go back. So that was the system. So it will take at least some 2-3 minutes time for dialing one number. And after that, it has to get in connection. It will take some more time. Okay, so making calling that person. See, like if any an emergency case and all is there. So if you want to call them somebody, it will take a longer duration. And there was no any messaging option on all was not there. After that, mobile phones came. So in the mobile phone in the beginning, there's like a Nokia was there and a 1100 and all you might have seen like the mobile phones are there. You might have heard by your parents and all they were using mobile phones. One green screen was there, and on that, like just like a calculator. Okay, so the calculator screen that you are having, in that only digits will be visible. In the same way, a plain screen was there, a small screen, and on that, only the numbers will be visible there. Only the numbers and the alphabets you can write ABCD and all are there. Okay, so such a way the mobile phones were there. Okay, so in that only option was there to call and maximum you can send some messages to the people. That was the only purpose of the mobile phone. But now you can see the mobile phone has increased the quality of the mobile phone. See, like now we are sitting in your home itself and you are able to attend the class. You know, so this is because of the advancement in technology. This is the innovation. So earlier teachers were, so you were coming to the school, you were sitting in the class and we were having discussion and studying. But now it became like this, that the teachers are in the school and the students are in their own home itself, and we are just like a classroom, we are sitting and studying. So this is also innovation. You know, this is the latest, this is the impact of the technology that we are having. So newness, bringing newness is the innovation, bringing anything new or a better idea or anything different than the previous one or what others are doing. Make something that is different from what others are doing. Okay, so that is called innovation. Any new or any special idea will be there. Okay. Can you see me now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So innovation is that bringing something new. Okay, any newness or any change that we are bringing in. Okay, so every day we can find that every product, especially in case of electronic products or mobile phone and all, we can find that every day there are new products coming. You know, so we can say that earlier there was like a camera phone when we were small and all, there was camera only at the back side. Then after that the front camera came, and later on the dual camera came. 2 cameras are there at back. Now there are 4 cameras, 5 cameras, or afterwards it will be behind the phone, everywhere cameras will be. So now the screen and all is there, bigger in size. So many applications every day, and new products are entering into the market. And also if you consider about cars, earlier only like ambassador cars were there. Okay, and the cars, the steering and all, you have to, if you want to say like turn a little bit, then a full rotation was the 2-3 rounds you have to take. And now the steering and all became power steering, and the cars, so many advanced, like fully automatic, so many, like now there are like electric cars are also there, automatic cars are there. You know to drive also, you know, the car will go itself. Such type of things are there. Afterwards, in the future, there will be some kind of cars which is maybe like a flying, so car can be parked on the top of your terrace, and from there you can fly, and when you are coming to the school, you can park it on the top of the school, so such a way this will be there. So in the future, what will happen, we don't know. So there are so many advancements, so these changes are there. So these innovations that are there, or of if you consider about washing of clothes, earlier people were going under the this pipe and all, and they're washing clothes, and after that the washing machine came, then but it was not fully automatic one, the semi-automatic, like if you have to put the clothes there, or soap powder there, then pour the water there, then switch on it, then it will wash it, then you have to drain it again, you have to remove it again, fill up water, so much means it is almost like you are washing the clothes. Only thing is that it will wash by itself. And after that automatic washing machines came, so then people started, or in case of like a room and all, like earlier people were living in the open air and all, if there was fan and all, they were using that hand fan, and there was no any fan or electricity and all was not there. So but after that people started using fan, then after that people started using AC or a cooler. So now people started using AC and so many comfortable. So in every aspect of our life, in everything, we can say that something new is there. Okay, just as I told you about a biscuit, when we were small, when we were in your age, or even when we were small, we had only one option or of a Parle-G. Okay, that biscuit was there. You go to the shop or ask them for biscuit, they will give Parle-G biscuit, and we have to eat it. There is no any other option. But now, if you go to the shop, if you go to a bakery, you will find that there are plenty of biscuits. Different shapes are there, different colors are there, different flavors are there. One company itself is producing 4 or 5 flavors of biscuits. Or if you, any other type of food items are there. So many varieties or so many innovations are coming into this. So this is the work of the business. So they are understanding what is the need of the people. So they study, they conduct a survey on the people. They ask the people about whether you are satisfied or not by using a product. And if you are not satisfied, like if you are using, it's like imagine that if you are using a mobile phone, so they will conduct a survey and ask you regarding what is the mobile that you are using, what are the features that you are using in, and what are the better, or which are the areas where you want to have betterment. So they will collect information from different people, and they come to know that what is needed for the customer. So they understand the requirement of the customers and make changes in the product according to their needs. Okay, so and they try to make our life more and more comfortable. Okay, they try to increase the satisfaction of customers by giving us more and more facilities. So earlier, see, like we can say that in our life at the time of our parents and all, they had so much struggles in their life. They had to see, like my father and all used to say that see, like if there was no any regular bus and the vehicles were not there, so they had to walk 4 or 5 kilometers to go to their school. Every day they were walking and going. Okay, and when it came into my situation, when I was there at that time, also there was no bus and all, school bus and all was not there. But I had to go by cycling. So around 4 kilometer distance is there. We have to cycle and go. Okay, and now in your locality, if you consider, all are coming. All were coming by bus, and now you need not to go to the school also, isn't it? So you can, school has come to your home itself. Okay, so now there is no, you can sit in your home itself, in your room itself, and you can enjoy the class, isn't it? You can attend to the class. Now school has come to your home. Okay, so this is there. So you can say that advancement. Earlier people who used to walk 4 kilometers, 5 kilometers, they had to walk and go to the school. After that, people were cycling and going. Then they were going in bus. Now no need of going at all. So you might have seen in class 9, you have studied a chapter called like the fun they had. So in the future, what will be there? So I think you have also studied in class 9th. So when you had studied, then it is there in the future what type of school will be there. So they say that there is no school like that. There like now we are having the same way. The school is in their home itself, and the robots are teaching instead of the teachers. Okay, So there may be in the future such kind of technology. Now also itself is there. It's coming like that. So there are people are there. Some students are there. They are not taking admission and all, and they are studying it from their home itself. There is like a Byju's app is there, or Vedantu is there, or say there are so many applications like that. So you can study with the help of those type of things. In the future, there may be this like if this kind of problems continues like that, and if a system comes, there will be an option like for school, like in colleges and all, there is an option called a distance education. So this one is that you need not to go to the colleges. You can register for the exam for any course that you want to study, and you can study at your home itself. So you can purchase the study materials and you can study by yourself. That method is there. Okay. But in the future, these kinds of system may come into your schooling also. Okay. So the school, going to the school or not to go to school, that will be one optional. Okay. So you can attend the class, maybe like this, like video recordings or this type of classes may be there. So you can get registered in any school and you can study. And only thing is that you may have to go to the school and study and write the exam. So such type of systems may be there. Okay. And next one we have to study is about the productivity. Productivity is ascertained by comparing the value of output with the value of inputs. It is used as a measure of efficiency in order to ensure continuous survival and progress. Every enterprise must aim at a greater productivity through the best use of available resources. So productivity is the comparison of output with the input. So how much input we are using, how much products, resources we are making use, and how much output we are making. Okay. So the value of input that we are giving in and the value of output that we are making. So imagine that if we make input of like maybe like 80,000 rupees. Okay. And if you make use the value of input is 80,000 and value of output is 100. Okay. So in that, say like if 80,000 units, 80,000 rupees value products are input is used, like in this, that will be the cost. So the total money that we are spending for manufacturing the products, and we are able to produce 100. Okay. So this means that around 20,000 rupees value we can make it as a profit. So how much input you are giving and how much output we are getting. So it depends on the value, that is the productivity. So from this much resources, or we can say like if you consider about agriculture, cultivation. So if you have 1 acre of land, okay, and in 1 acre of land, if you are cultivating 1 acre of land, and how many kilograms of wheat that you are able to produce from there. Okay, so that is the, and how many inputs we are giving in. So like the land is there, you have to use like purchase the seeds, you have to plow the ground, for that expenditure is there. So all together, how much money you are spending for producing this one, and how much value output that you are getting, wheat after production. Okay, so how much you are getting. So that comparison is considered as the productivity. So if we get more than what we invest, so more than what we spend, that means that we are in a there is a good productivity is there. So means that if the money that we are spending and money we are getting, so the money we are getting should be more than the money that we are spending, then only there is a profit. So that is what the productivity is there. And how much more? So there are like some people invest money, less money, and make more profit. More. And some people they spend more money and make only very less profit. Okay, so it depends on the efficient utilization of the resources. How do we use the resources? Okay, if you have 1 acre of land and you are not doing anything, simply lying down there, so then there is no productivity, no any benefit out of that. But if you are cultivating wheat, so how much input you are giving, how much output you are getting? Or if you are cultivating sugarcane there, so how much money you have to spend for that and how much money you will get back. So those things will be calculated, and based on that we will calculate the productivity. Okay, how much productivity is there. So every company has to increase their productivity. They should try to get more and more profit, more and more output from the less resources, limited amount of resources. Okay, So the remaining portion we'll study in the next class. If you have any doubts regarding the topics that we have discussed, you may ask now.
So yesterday you told
Pardon?
is equal to profit. Can you explain that once more?
Which one?
So yesterday you told revenue minus cost is equal to profit.
So see, like
So
the
can
revenue.
you explain that once?
Okay. So the revenue means the money that we are getting. Okay. Revenue is the money that we are getting. Okay. So like imagine that if you are selling a product for 100 rupees. Okay. So price of the product, or we can say that MRP. MRP, or we can say selling price. MRP may be more. Okay. See, like 120 rupees MRP will be there, but you will be selling for 100 rupees. So whatever maybe this is SP. Selling price, 100 rupees. And number of products that you are selling may be like a 10. So the money that you are receiving is 1,000. So this 1,000 rupees is your revenue, the money that you are getting. Understood? So 100 rupees, 10 products you are selling for 100 rupees. Okay, that is called the revenue that you are getting. Total income, or the total money that you have received. Okay, but this money cannot be considered as profit because we have expenditure also. We have cost. Okay, so imagine that, like the cost is there. So cost of this one, say like imagine that if we have purchased this product for 70 rupees. So cost of purchasing. ₹70. So you purchase this product for 70 rupees. Okay. So 70 into 10, 700 rupees you spend on purchasing this product. Okay. And there is a transportation cost. Maybe like 100 rupees. Okay. So the total cost that you have spent on this one is 800 rupees. Maybe see like a transportation, and there will be another cost also will be there. So for uploading, downloading will be there. Storage of your product may be there. So many other costs are there. So all everything together 100 rupees expenditure is there in the system. Okay. So we can say the total cost of this product is 800 rupees, and the total revenue that we have gained is 1,000 rupees. So how do we calculate the profit? So profit is equal to
Revenue minus cost.
Cost. Okay. So here we have to calculate revenue. How much is there? 1,000 is the revenue. And cost, total cost is 800 rupees. Okay. This 800 you have to reduce. So 1,000 minus 800, that is equal to 200. And this 200 is the profit. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
How much money we are getting by selling the product, that is the revenue, and how much money we are spending for selling that product. Okay, so it will be the money that we have given for the purchasing the product in the, like if we are purchasing the product from the wholesale shop, so there we have to pay some money. Then from there transportation cost will be there. Then there may be like uploading, downloading cost will be there. So if you are storing this product for a longer duration, storage cost will be there. If you are doing some kind of advertisement, for that cost will be there. So all this cost has to be calculated, and all this cost has to be reduced from the amount that we have received. So remaining money, how much money that we get back, or the how much money is balance is there, that money is considered as the profit. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, then thank you so much. We will see the next class.